Hello, this is Debbie Kay with the League of Women Voters of Portland, and you're watching Video Voters Guide or listening to our podcast. We are here today to talk with candidates running in the November 5th, 2024 general election. The League of Women Voters is grateful for the support of the Carol and Velma Sailing Foundation, the League of Women Voters of Portland Education Fund, the Weiss Foundation, and our media partner, Metro East Community Media. With me today is Jack Hollis, running for the Gresham City Council seat number 1. Welcome, Mr. Hollis.
Hi, thank you, Debbie.
First question, please tell us a little about yourself and why you are running for this office.
Great. So my name's Jack Hollis. I'm running for Gresham City Council seat number 1. I'm a mediator and a small business owner. As your counselor, I'm really looking to bring realistic, actionable, equitable solutions to issues our city faces. I believe that our government here is here to serve the residents, and that it's the government's responsibility to be transparent in all of its workings. My intention is to hold our city accountable to those ideals.
Thank you. Our next question. What do you see are the city's most urgent needs, and how would you address them?
Yeah, so City of Gresham just passed a very important safety levy, which is going to give much needed funds to support our first responders. City Council needs to make sure that there's transparency in how those funds are being spent. The voters place a great deal of trust in our city to approve this levy, and I think we need to show the residents that the city is treating this trust with care and respect.
Thank you. What skills, experience, and interests make you the best candidate for this position?
So I've been working with the City of Gresham for quite a while now. I served on the 2022 Gresham Charter Review Committee. I was chair of the subcommittee tasked with the election reform and community outreach. In that role, I did extensive community outreach to learn what our residents wanted to see changed in our city charter and brought those requests to council. I'm also the chair of the Gresham Redevelopment Commission Advisory Committee. With that, I brought together members of Rockwood neighborhood and the city of Gresham to ensure that the voices of the community were front and center in decision-making on the changes in the Rockwood area. I also work as a mediator. I volunteered as a mediator with the city of Gresham for the past 8 years. In that work, I've worked with Gresham Police and City of Gresham to divert appropriate cases from criminal justice to mediation services. I work with Second Home Program to secure housing for unhoused teens trying to finish high school. I've mediated disputes between tenants and homeowners to avoid eviction. And I facilitated a return of children in state care to the families in Gresham with the Oregon Department of Human Services.
Thank you. You are listening to the Video Voters Guide interview or podcast of Jack Hollis, who is running for Gresham City Council seat 1. Our next question, what are the infrastructure needs of the city, and how would you finance the most critical ones?
So I think right now, one of the biggest infrastructure needs we have is really funding at a more permanent level our first responders. So the safety levy gives us 5 years to find a more permanent solution. I intend to make that a priority when we're working with the city to find a solution that gives us more sustainability than just relying on a levy every 5 years or coming back to the voters in hopes of getting an extension. The residents have given us this opportunity. We need to make good use of it and ensure a more stable funding source for our first responders.
Thank you. How is the performance of a city councilor best assessed?
So I feel there's like 2 main metrics for a city councilor. So how well do they understand and represent the views of the residents? And how effective are they at enacting projects and plans?
Great. What, if any, changes would you support to improve the transparency and efficiency of city operations?
So I think it's the job of our elected officials to ensure that the residents have access to and understand the decisions that are being made. The city needs to focus more on being proactive about explaining decisions and more engaging with the residents who are looking to be involved in city work. It's not enough to passively provide opportunities to engage. We need to actively seek out engagement for residents where they are.
And the next question, what aspects of the duties of a city councilor most interest you and why?
So as you can probably tell from a lot of my answers, I'm really excited to continue my work engaging community and ensuring that our city is responsive to the needs of all of our residents. I look forward to using my skills in conflict resolution to help move necessary projects forward without getting bogged down in unnecessary conflict.
And finally, how does an elected representative best ascertain public opinion on an issue?
So this is something that I have a bit of experience in when I was working with the Charter Review. We really found that you need to be able to talk to the people where they are. It's not enough to make yourself available. You need to be getting out there and actively engaging residents where they live and work. You need to build trust with the residents by showing that you respect the time that they're giving you in these responses and showing how their feedback influenced your decisions when you make those decisions. It requires not just asking for feedback, but following up and showing how that feedback was used to affect policy.
Well, thank you, Mr. Hollis. This concludes the League of Women Voters of Portland's Video Voters Guide and podcast interview with Jack Hollis, running for Gresham City Council, Seat 1. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. Be sure to inform yourself about the candidates and exercise your right to vote. Thank you for your attention.